Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to an excited Wrestling Days because it's Monday Night Raw and everything has changed. We know that last week it was announced Paul Heyman now is in charge of Raw, Eric Bischoff is in charge of SmackDown Live, and I cannot wait to see what the show looks like tonight. I'm not expecting any massive changes. I heard a rumor that they had to announce those appointments last week because as soon as you do appoint someone to like an executive role, the shareholders have to be informed. So I think that they brought them on board, announced it, and their work starts now. So I'm not sure what they can fix so soon, but I do think there's a few quick fixes, like I wouldn't start the show with a lengthy, boring promo. Maybe just go straight into some action, or give us a promo that actually says something, not I'm going to beat you up soon. No, you're not. I'm going to beat you up soon. It's just, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I also hate tag matches that involve single stars. Because I just feel like it diminishes the tag division. If you've already seen a couple of tag matches, by the time an actual tag match takes place with two proper tag teams, you're already bored of tag wrestling. So I think that the tag division needs to be given a spotlight, and single stars should only have singles matches. I mean, we can stand here and go on. There's plenty of quick fixes like getting rid of the wild card, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about Bray Wyatt. What will tonight hold for Bray Wyatt? Personally, I think that they're going to tease it one more week. If you've been watching this channel, you'll know that the anniversary of the debut of Bray Wyatt is next week. Bray Wyatt made his first appearance on Monday Night Raw on July 8th, 2013. That is 6 years ago next week. Now, if you're going to repackage and bring Bray back, wouldn't you do it on such a big anniversary? It just makes sense. Certainly when you're only 1 week away from it. So I think they're going to tease it one more week. How are they going to do that? Because obviously we already saw the 4 puppets last week. There's one puppet we haven't seen. And honestly, if they do this tonight, that will be enough for me. I personally would love Vince McMahon to open the door to his office, and sat in his chair is the Vince McMahon puppet. I want that moment. I want that face-to-face. I want to see Vince's reaction when he sees the puppet of himself. That's what I want desperately. I would absolutely love that. That would, honestly, the wrestling world would freak about that. I'm just thinking about all the little clips that would appear on Twitter, and it would be incredible. So that would be enough tonight. And then maybe tomorrow on SmackDown, we finally see Bray in the background. We've seen all the puppets, and maybe on SmackDown, we finally see Bray. He could pop up, little wave in the background. It's not quite his debut. It's not quite his return. It's still a little tease, but he's there in the background, and you would know that we are closer than ever to his return, and then they finally do it next week. That would be perfect. That would be enough. Super excited to see what they come up with. There's every chance that we see Bray. There's every chance that they're not going to return him on his anniversary, but that's how I would book it. But this video isn't even focused on all of that. This video is going to focus on the tweet that Bray sent out just a few days ago. I've got to admit, I saw this at the time, and I did what I think most people have done. I looked at it, went, oh, that's pretty funny, that's pretty cool, and then moved on with my life. But actually, if you go back and look at it, there might be something in there that is very, very significant. Now, the thing with Bray Wyatt is that he doesn't tend to tweet all that often. He doesn't tweet like every single day. He tweets every few days, and his tweets normally are quite cryptic. They're well thought out. We know that he's hidden meanings and messages in the Funhouse, and obviously in his older promos. So him hiding a message in this tweet would make perfect sense. The tweet is this. You can see it on screen. Basically, he is accepting and apologizing to The Rock and forgiving The Rock for showing him up a few years ago at WrestleMania. So, for those of you that don't remember, The Rock was in the ring at WrestleMania 32. Bray Wyatt came out, and then The Rock, both verbally and physically, destroyed him. And verbally, he said that he wasn't the eater of worlds, he was the eater of hot pockets. And so Bray, in this tweet, has said that he forgives The Rock for exploiting his love of frozen pizza in front of the world's largest crowd. But what is really interesting is the fact that he says that he's finally been able to do this thanks to therapy and the Muscle Man dance. Now, we know about the Muscle Man dance, but this is the first time that Bray Wyatt has told us that he has had therapy. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. And honestly, I don't know why, but I dismissed it at first. But maybe this has been said on purpose. Maybe he has tweeted this out now for a reason, because now the Firefly Funhouse is starting to be explained. And this is what I'm saying about hidden messages, hidden meanings. He could have forgiven The Rock at any time since WrestleMania 32, but he's doing it now. And in that tweet, he talks about having therapy. And I think that's a big, big deal, because our theory on the Firefly Funhouse is that it's all in his mind. Now, obviously, that theory has had to evolve as the puppets have turned up. But now, I still believe it was all in his mind. But it was in his mind at the end of last year. There were deleted tweets that showed that someone was in therapy. We've explored those tweets in our previous theory videos. So my belief is that he went through this at the end of 2018. In order for us to see what he's been going through, he created the Firefly Funhouse. The Firefly Funhouse obviously has got elements of Bray's past in there. And it shows really how he has now accepted his darkness. He's accepted the Fiend. And so the Firefly Funhouse is designed to recruit people, get people to join them, but also to show us the madness that has consumed him, the darkness that consumes him. He claims to be in control of it. I'm not so sure he is. But really, really interesting that this tweet mentions the fact that he was in therapy. The other thing that's noteworthy as well is during that promo that The Rock cut at WrestleMania 32, he said to Bray that you're knocking on a door that you really don't want me to answer. And how interesting that Bray clearly has got a fascination with that promo from The Rock, and obviously this tweet is based on that. It was a big moment for Bray. WrestleMania 32, obviously one of the biggest recent events, a record-breaking crowd. So it was absolutely huge. How interesting that The Rock said, you're knocking on a door you don't want me to answer. And now Bray Wyatt's catchphrase, or one of his new catchphrases, is let me in. WWE have acknowledged the puppets from last week as well. There was this tweet that got sent out, so they kind of did what I expected them to do, pointing out finally the fact that there were puppets in the background. They're doing their best to build up the excitement for tonight, getting people talking about what will happen on tonight's show. Again, I'm not expecting a Bray Wyatt debut. I'm gonna stick with the fact they're gonna do it next week. I would love for this to build up towards Bray versus The Undertaker. Bray versus The Undertaker at SummerSlam is the match I need. I want Bray to get victory over The Undertaker, avenge what happened to him at WrestleMania 31, the defeat that he suffered at the hands of The Undertaker. I think that would be a great first feud for Bray Wyatt, to take out a legend like The Undertaker, who still doesn't lose all that often. So I do think it would be massive, The Undertaker versus The Fiend. I think that's very marketable, and hopefully Bray comes back and then we see him at Extreme Rules take out the dead man. From there, he can go on to get revenge against the likes of Randy Orton in particular. I think he should seek out John Cena, who also beat him at WrestleMania. I would rather that than him feud with Aleister Black just because he knocked on a door. So, yeah, I'm really hoping that it doesn't turn out to be that. But we've done a video on who it's likely to be for the Aleister Black thing as well. I will put a link at the end to that video if you've not seen it already. And I think that's everything. A lot of excitement for tonight. But this is all the latest news that we can find. We'll have to wait and see what actually plays out. You can join us on the live stream for live reaction, live analysis, giveaways, all that good stuff will be on the live stream tonight. So make sure you join us for that as well. And let me know your thoughts about anything and everything to do with Bray Wyatt and the Firefly Funhouse in the comments below. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.